History is an important part of my art. Since I do portraits, I have to understand why am I doing this portrait and what kind of stories people need to hear. My name is Liang. I'm 17 years old. I am an artist, I'm a student, a creator. Yeah, that's it.
Look what they did to the brushes. Wait, didn't we soak them? I don't know why. Is it cleaning? Yeah.
When I was little, I would see paintings that my mom did while she went to Laney College. I knew that my dad liked to draw, and I was like, I want to create something like that too. And I remember my sister told me that when we had a babysitter watch me, she would tell me that not to draw, that I would not make money out of it. I couldn't make it into a career and when I'm older. I don't know how that impacted me that much because I still like to draw. And starting 10th grade, I took art classes, and then I took a summer art program at Cal Arts.
Okay, so we're gonna have 2 minutes each. Who would like to go first?
I met Kathy over 3 years ago at Banteay Srei in Chinatown. Banteay Srei was born out of the clinics. It came out of Asian Health Services, and it was in response to a public health crisis, sexual violence against the Southeast Asian community. These girls were targeted by violent men and then bought and sold. As a community health center, they listened to the community by creating a whole program rooted in addressing health, mental, spiritual, and physical of Southeast Asian women and girls.
Oh yeah, actually, it's how they happen.
I've been involved with Banteay Srei since my freshman year. After my sophomore year, I asked Hamida if I could maybe work for Banteay Srei over the summer because I knew I needed to get some money to support my family. So she gave me a position called an artist in residence position, and that's when I was able to use my art abilities to assist Banteay Srei in whatever ways they needed.
When Kathy became artist in residence, she needed a huge canvas. And I said, what if you were to do some epic mural? And she was like, but I'm not a muralist. And I was like, but you're an artist. So she got together a strategy. We put together a timeline. She started working on it.
While I was working on the mural, I never had a finalized piece of it because I was just continuously adding on to the mural. So it was a process.
When you look at the mural, you'll see 13th and Harrison. You'll see herons in the trees. Kathy and I watched them trees get cut down. Kathy and I watched their school get demolished. Kathy and I witnessed the mice problem that we had here at the spot. We saw them get exterminated. So we uprooted the mice and exterminated them. We're uprooting the herons and exterminating them. And now gentrification is doing the same thing to folks in Chinatown. And then she's got all of these different people. And what do they have in common? They're all revolutionary.
I wanted to capture the diversity that I saw in the bigger Oakland community. Everyone is from different places, but they're still together and unified.
I think part of what Kathy is exploring in her art is her social and political commentary. And it goes without saying that the quote she chose for the mural, she chose Yuri Kochiyama.
Yuri Kochiyama, who was an Asian American activist who was involved in different movements like the Black Power movement, and she worked with Malcolm X, and the quote which encompassed how adult allies should support youth, because youth, when they grow, they bloom and they thrive. So I wanted to weave that quote throughout my mural.
So transform yourself first. Because you are young and have dreams and want to do something meaningful, that in itself makes you our future and our hope. Keep expanding your horizon, decolonize your mind and cross borders.
Yuri Kochiyama's words. She could have chosen a quote from any figure in Oakland history or even contemporary Oakland society, but she chose Yuri Kochiyama, and I think that gives us a hint as to Kathy's trajectory and where she's moving as an artist.
Kathy put herself in the mural, so she's just letting us know I'm the artist and I see me when I look at Oakland.
Hi. Ready to order? Yeah, can I get a banh mi with grilled pork in it? Okay. Yeah. Here we go. Thank you.
I've lived in Oakland all my life, and I really appreciate how welcoming Oakland is, and we also have a really diverse culture. But there are some things that I would change. Rent prices are skyrocketing, and with that, working class people or low-income families aren't able to live here anymore. So I really want Oakland to keep its values. I want Oakland to still be as inclusive and as open and welcoming as it was when I grew up here.
So I'm painting a self-portrait based off a picture that someone took of me during a boxing class. And I'm thinking of putting some words on it, maybe patriarchy, to relate it to an issue that I'm passionate about.
I think one of the main problems that I face as a teenage girl is safety, especially on the streets. Like men making comments and harassing women. I know in any space I go to, it may not always be safe for me. I always have to be cautious of my surrounding environment. So I'm a senior right now in high school, and I graduate in 2020, and I really hope that I go to college or university. I'm not sure what I want to major in or study in, so I'm keeping my options open. I definitely will keep painting, maybe as a hobby, or who knows if the opportunities show up that I can actually paint as a career.